No one is useless in this world who lightens the burden of another. Have a heart that never hardens, and a temper that never tires, and a touch that never hurts. It is a pleasant world we live in, sir, a very pleasant world. There are bad spots in it, but then they are the exception and not the rule. Charity begins at home, and justice begins next door. A loving heart is the truest wisdom. The civility which money will purchase is rarely extended to those who have none. The world belongs to those who are kind and generous. There is nothing in the world so irresistibly contagious as laughter and good humor. I hope that real love and truth are stronger in the end than any evil or misfortune in the world. We need to be as generous with others as we wish others to be with us. It is not the rich man you should properly call happy, but him who knows how to give with a grateful heart. Kindness is of little use if it is unaccompanied by action. Happiness is a gift, and the trick is not to expect it, but to delight in it when it comes. Reflect upon your present blessings, of which every man has many, not on your past misfortunes, of which all men have some. The smallest things can take up the most room in your heart. A day wasted on others is not wasted on oneself. There is nothing so strong or safe in an emergency of life as the simple truth. The more you give, the more you have, in the truest sense of the word. A kind word can sometimes be as powerful as a grand gesture. The heart of the giver makes the gift dear and precious. I will honor Christmas in my heart and try to keep it all the year. Men can only be redeemed through the power of love and forgiveness. You can never forget your past, but you can choose to live for a better future. Every human creature is constituted to be that profound secret and mystery to every other. Change begins with the smallest spark of kindness. The chains of the past can be broken by the courage to change the present. Regret can only be redeemed by resolve. The world may seem chaotic, but redemption lies within the heart of man. Suffering has been stronger than all other teaching and has taught me to understand what your heart used to be. I have been bent and broken, but, I hope, into a better shape. For it is good to be children sometimes, and never better than at Christmas, when its mighty founder was a child himself. A person is never truly lost until they stop seeking redemption. It is not the past that defines you, but the steps you take toward becoming your best self. To repent and redeem oneself is the truest sign of strength. What greater gift than the love of a family? An act of redemption is worth 1,000 good intentions. Do all the good you can and make as little fuss about it as possible. Forgiveness is the ornament of the brave. The future is a blank page. It is never too late to write something new. A man who cannot be redeemed by love has never truly lived. Even in the darkest times, there is hope for transformation. The worst of times often bring out the best in people. It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. Chaos is often the forge in which greatness is made. Suffering is often the first step toward enlightenment. Adversity reveals the true character of a man. In the chaos of life, we must hold on to what is good and true. The trials of today are the triumphs of tomorrow. There are dark shadows on the earth, but its lights are stronger in the contrast. The pain of parting is nothing to the joy of meeting again. In the face of hardship, we discover our resilience. A loving heart, even in chaos, is the beacon of humanity. The strength of the human spirit is tested in moments of turmoil. Life is made of ever so many partings welded together. What seems chaotic may only be a part of a greater harmony we cannot yet see. There is a wisdom of the head and a wisdom of the heart. One always begins to forgive a place as soon as it's left behind. The sun himself is weak when he first rises, and gathers strength and courage as the day gets on. Darkness cannot extinguish a light that shines from within. Even amid confusion, there is a way forward for the brave. Chaos may break a man, but kindness will rebuild him. The purpose of life is to live it fully and kindly. It is not how much we do, but how much love we put into what we do that counts. A wonderful fact to reflect upon, that every human creature is capable of helping another. There is a wisdom of the head and a wisdom of the heart, and the latter is the greater. Purpose is found in serving others with compassion. The meaning of life lies in the connections we build with others. Actions, not words, are the truest measure of a man. There are books of which the backs and covers are by far the best parts. Purpose is the companion of generosity. The meaning of life lies not in possessions, but in giving and receiving love. Hope is the thing that keeps the soul alive in the darkest times. No matter how dark the present may seem, the dawn always comes. Renewal begins with a single act of kindness. The human soul is always capable of new beginnings. Spring will always follow the harshest winter. Every failure is a step toward success. The power of hope is greater than the grip of despair. Regret can be a guide if it leads to hope and action. Every new day is an opportunity for redemption. The seeds of hope grow in the soil of forgiveness. The legacy of a good man is written in the lives he touches. What we do for ourselves dies with us. What we do for others lives on. The measure of a man is not in wealth, but in the love he leaves behind. Greatness lies in serving the least among us. The truest wealth is a life well lived and generously shared. We are but caretakers of the time and resources we are given. A good name is earned by deeds, not words. Life is too short to be spent in idleness and selfishness. The smallest act of kindness leaves the deepest impression. The true meaning of life is to plant trees under whose shade you do not expect to sit.